I am a high school student, and I recently had the most chilling nightmare I've ever experienced. It was as if my mind had conjured up a dark and twisted fantasy world, one that seemed so vivid and real that it sent shivers down my spine even after waking up. In my dream, I found myself trapped in a mystical forest, a place where reality merged with the realm of nightmares. The air hung heavy with an eerie stillness, and an ominous silence enveloped the surroundings. The trees stood tall and gnarled, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers, as if they were trying to grab hold of my very soul. But what terrified me the most were the creatures lurking within this nightmarish realm. Insects and animals that should have been tiny and harmless had morphed into grotesque monstrosities, growing to a size that was 100 times their normal dimensions. Massive spiders scuttled across the forest floor, their legs spanning wide enough to cast shadows upon me. Swarms of buzzing insects filled the air, their collective hum resonating with a sinister undertone. Even the once gentle creatures, like rabbits and squirrels, had transformed into hulking beasts, their eyes gleaming with hunger. As I ventured deeper into this twisted forest, the sense of dread intensified. Every step I took echoed through the eerily quiet atmosphere. It seemed like the forest itself was watching, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. I could feel their presence all around me, their predatory gaze fixed upon me, like I was nothing more than prey in their twisted game. Fear filled my entire body as I realized there was no escape. The forest seemed to shift and rearrange itself, leading me further into its labyrinthine depths. The once familiar paths became a convoluted maze, a trap designed to keep me inside forever. I stumbled and tripped over roots and fallen branches, my heart pounding in my chest, knowing that the creatures were closing in on me with every passing second. Finally, I reached a precipice, a towering cliff that overlooked a seemingly endless abyss. A cold breeze ruffled my hair as I peered into the void below. Desperation gripped me, and I knew I had no choice but to jump. It was as if the nightmare itself demanded this sacrifice, like I had become a pawn in its twisted game. With a final surge of adrenaline, I flung myself off the cliff, bracing for the inevitable impact that would end my torment. But instead of hitting the ground, I awoke in my bed, drenched in sweat and panting heavily. I was left trembling, grateful to have escaped this nightmare. To this day, the memory of that lucid nightmare lingers in my mind, a reminder of the horrors that can emerge from the depths of our subconscious. Have you had a nightmare where you're trapped inside a mystical forest with gigantic insects with a thirst for blood? Let us know your scariest dreams in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, sleep well.